The Wild Asia team are the official representatives of the denizens of the forest. And it was with that intent that, as you know, we have been spending time and capturing those very special moments and recording them for your pleasure. And what we would like to aim for, or what our objective is to seek out those special moments and incidents that happen hidden away behind the trees and the leaves and reveal it before the camera for you. So the Wild Asia team invites you to join us on another very exciting journey of discovery. Welcome. We say a person is hawk-eyed, and that is because when concentrating on some object in the distance, we say a person is casting an eagle eye, or a hawk-eyed look is being accomplished there. Well, the hawk-eagle is one who employs such vision, not with the intent of trying to figure out, like we do, what other people are doing, but is intent on trying to be able to hunt some animal to partake of as food, no more.
The hawk is a protector of human beings. The hawk can see even the minutest thing with his sharp eyes. It is considered a predator among animals. This hawk, who focused a sharp look at the Wild Asia TV team, nodded its head as if he knew that we were a group of friendly explorers. The hawk-eagle, who's always on the lookout for his prey, is a comely bird, symbolizing the beauty of the jungle.
In the dry season, water resources are scarce in the jungle. So this family of elephants traveled a great distance in search of some water to drink. But when they arrived at this body of water, they found that this spot belongs to the crocodile. Well, what are they to do? Because this water has an owner. Being noble-minded, it was decided to amicably then hand over what is due to those that it belongs to and to move on. So bowing one's head in such circumstances is not a weakness. Yes, a sign of nobility it is.
The jungle is the realm of elephants. The elephants hold sway over the jungle as if they are the unofficial kings of the forest. They take great delight in water. That's why these 4 elephants came in search of water. Though they drank water, they do not seem to be inclined to get out of the water. The tusker cleaned its tusks and moved around the water as he pleased. A tusker is an ornament to the forest. A tusker is a rare sight. Therefore, we must all try to protect this national treasure. It is surprising that man has become so rash as to destroy this proud treasure. These four completed their water sports reluctantly and would have liked to spend some more time in the water. But there was a ferocious obstacle. The crocodile, who is frightened of elephants on the land, is an elephant in the water. He showed some resentment towards the elephants. How frightened the elephants were! It was then that we learned that even very powerful persons get extremely frightened at times.
It is said that when the loris is hunting for the peacock, it climbs the tree ever so quietly. And the story has it also that if when the loris is climbing, a piece of bark comes off in its hand, it does not allow it to drop, but would climb down and leave that piece of bark on the floor or the ground and then climb back up again so as not to allow the peacock to hear, because the peacock has a very keen sense of hearing. Maybe because of that, this peacock suddenly alights from the tree and starts walking on the ground. But what a big difference there is between the peacock that spreads its wings and dances and the peacock that just walks along on the road. Those who engage in the song and dance, when at ordinary times, see how different they are. Yes, those that dance don't look good when they merely walk.
The most beautiful chapter in the forest opens early in the morning with the rays of the rising sun. This is the moment when the animals that had been sleeping throughout the night begin to wake up. The peacock, who got up early, preens himself as his first task in the morning. Though he dwells in the jungle, he considers it the right thing to step out properly trimmed. It preens its long feathers and flies down to the path. A peacock in flight is a rare sight. Next, he sets about taking his breakfast carefully. The peacock, who works according to an agenda, sets an example to all others who do things haphazardly.
As it is in human families, in the families of elephants also, trouble usually comes because of a stubborn, rebellious youngster. And so it is that in the elephant family, when a young male elephant reaches the age of 12 or 15, he is usually sent away from the rest of the herd and allowed to do his own thing. Well, this is one of those naughty boys who have decided to do his own thing.
In the twilight, we kept watching a herd of elephants. All of a sudden, a young elephant of about 20 became restless on seeing us. It started trumpeting and chased us along a parallel path over a considerable distance. Some youthful elephants behave in such a rebellious manner as a kind of rehearsal to claiming leadership in the herd. But the other members of the herd totally disregarded this rebel's demonstrations of violence. The elephant, when it gets ready for an aggressive attack, starts shaking its head, expands its ears, turns around and raises dust with its feet. When it stops its charge and attempts to attack the enemy directly, the elephant stands erect. When you go trekking in the jungle, an awareness of these forms of behavior will help you protect yourself.
It has been said that the leopard thirsts after blood. Be that as it may, it also thirsts after water. And in the dry season, all animals are very thirsty for water, and it becomes a scarce resource. And those that have little water suffer a great deal of discomfort. Now, even the leopard, in search of water, and however thirsty it is, it still needs to be vigilant. Watch how it drinks.
When darkness was about to fall, a tiger, acutely thirsty, went in search of water. Though a ferocious animal, it is always on the alert. The tiger, which doesn't change its spots, though it changes its habitat, is conscious of its strength. But he knows that the first requirement for his protection is perpetual alertness. The tiger, who started drinking at a small water hole, did not even for a moment slacken its alertness. The tiger, that is a rare sight in the forest, likes to remain concealed from men. The saying is that when a tiger sees a human being, it suffers a high temperature for several days. Whatever the saying, our view of the matter is that the man who meets a tiger in the jungle will have no time to suffer a high temperature. The tiger, who drank water to his heart's content for quite some time, went back to the forest. with the intention of looking for game.
This seems like a preparation for some swimming festival or something. You know, it has been said that a dog must fall in the water before it bathes. On the other hand, the elephant needs a full lake or tank of water before it is able to be bathed. Surely no elephant can be bathed in a basin. However, this is a story about the big bath. And even if there are people who are disinclined to bathe, this is invitation enough to start.
The alluring charm of our earth is very much like a living picture. The incomparable beauty enshrined in a blossoming flower, the wind that blows, a river that flows, a lake with ripples, the beak of a bird and the wing of a bird is like a charming lyric. One can never drink of these sufficiently. Please come in. Lend your ear to listen to this poem recited in sweet notes by nature. Appreciate it with all your heart.
Yes, we live in an irascible world. Everyone wants to fight and obtain what he thinks he is deserving of. These herons are seen to be locked in battle. Why is it that with peace and tranquility and consensus, these things cannot be sorted out equitably?
The intervention of a third person to settle a quarrel between two parties is a common occurrence in our society. Even in the community of storks, there is a third party that is committed to the establishment of peace. The species of bird described as the third party is identified in English as the painted stork. The constant quarrels among storks due to the lack of water and food, compounded by the increasing stork population, are a common sight in the vicinity of lakes. As the saying goes, things have to be achieved either by hook or by crook. But how praiseworthy if these can be solved peacefully.
Every moment that concludes when we are out and about in the jungle is a special moment wherein all the glories and wonderful things of nature are revealed. And these are far distant from us, and we rarely, if ever, get to see them. So as the official media force of the Wild Asia team fulfill their promise of bringing these rare and beautiful scenes of love and labor lost and gained in the jungle before you. And we promise to do that again as we now take leave of you. Goodbye for now.